Hey, feeling a little bit tired. Let me make sure my Wi-Fi is on. Yes, it is. Hi. Hi. I'm feeling a little bit tired. That's why I love to get my lives done early. But, of course, I went and got the kids, had to feed the kids. And then by the time I was done that, it was time to get the other kids. And then I was going to go live without Daddy home. And then he was like, I'll be home soon. And then that took forever. And now here we are. But it's better this way because at least, you know, the kids are taken care of. I just need to wake myself up a little bit. I almost didn't go, but I promised you I would, so here I am. Just because I'm tired. Like, in the morning, I'm all pumped, you know? It's like almost 8 o'clock here, so better late than never. That's right. So I'm impressed because I was in a hurry earlier and I didn't like spray my face with anything. You know, we used, if it was all here I would show you, but I must have used it or moved it. For anybody that's new on here from not the earlier beginning of this live tutorial, we used the Milk Hydrating Oil, LA Colors Face Primer, and Vaseline. Vaseline first, Hydrating Oil second, LA Colors third, and like the finish of my makeup is flawless. And it's been hours, like nothing. I mean, this is where we stopped. My eyebrows have makeup in them, like we stopped at contour and foundation. And I'm amazed. There's not one crease or line or flaw. It's perfect. So the makeup has held up amazingly. So I would say that the combination is good. Because, I mean, I wanted to come back on exactly where we stopped. So here we are. Those eyebrows definitely need fixed up. What did I do to you? Did I do something to you? I'm just curious. My platform is all about, you know, loving and inspiring others. Loving yourself for who you are inside and out. So can you please tell me, sweet 2022666, my glasses aren't on, what the heck I deserve? Why? Tell me why. Or you know what? Don't even bother. Okay, she's gone. What the heck was that all about? What the heck? And you know, I didn't notice earlier, but a girl messaged me. What was her name? I just talked to her. But she said there was somebody saying F you throughout my last live. But I was so busy doing my makeup, I didn't even notice. So she reported it. I bet you that was the same girl. I reported it and it said error. And then she disappeared. There she is again. Hi, I'm so happy that you love to send hate. I'm not going to give you any more of my attention. I'm going to move on with my live. I'm going to ask you nicely to leave If you do not leave, I'm going to have to report you for abusive content. So please go. Yeah, I'll ignore. I have no problem ignoring her, but this is a safe place, and I don't. Okay, because mine said error. Because I couldn't, and then she came right back. Ha! She's still there. Didn't work, Becca. Hey, Becca, screenshot real quick. Screenshot so I can block her when I'm done, and I'm gonna hide it. I'm sorry, but I have to block these people because they just keep coming back. Okay, she's gone. Alright. So where should we start? Eyebrows? Yeah, I wanted a screenshot. I didn't get one, but it's okay. Because the thing is if I don't get a screenshot and block her, because I don't have the option to block until I'm off of the live, then she'll come back and do it again, and again, and again. So I have to, you know, do it the right way, so I only have to do it once. Alright. My eyebrows still have a little bit of pomade on them. So I'm going to kind of just do a fixer upper since we already put makeup on. We don't want to remove too much. Jared. I don't think I've seen you on here before. But then again, I'm always so busy doing my makeup that I miss people. But I always try to go back and read your comments. If you feel your eyebrows suck, just let them grow in completely. And then shape them after they've grown in fully. So I just brush them. I'm trying not to make too big of a mess because there is makeup in them. And then I'll just fix them up a little bit. Just brush them up. And then the makeup always gets in my spoolie and all over my face. Alright. They want what? Oh, they won't grow? I have a friend. Well, no, I'm not going to call her a friend. But we used to be friends. And she went and paid to have those, like, they're not tattoo eyebrows, but they're like permanent fake eyebrows. Because she used to shave her eyebrows, which I don't suggest ever doing. Like all the way off. And then had a really hard time growing them back in. And then she went and got hers like apparently professionally done. But then that's it. Like, you can't ever, that's it, you know? It's like getting a tattoo, but permanent eyebrows. I don't suggest doing that. I just suggest working with what you have, trying as hard as you can to shape what you have. And I guarantee you they have products out there that probably help eyebrow growth. Haven't looked into it, but I guarantee you they do. And just like eyelash extensions, I assume you could get eyebrow extensions. Got makeup on my finger. Trying to do this so that you guys can see me, because obviously I'm not working with natural light. So you can see me in the phone, and I can see this tiny little spot in the mirror here. I'm going to go under first. I have Milani's eyebrow gel, or eyebrow pomade, which I've never used before, but I already have a little bit of NYX in here, so we'll save that. This is NYX Tame Frame. We'll save that for another day, because I'm curious to see how it works on its own, you know what I mean? I had it right here. That's not it. Of course, the baby was in here playing with my makeup, but I wanted to show it to you. Oh, I set it here in my basket in case I decided to use it. See, it's Milani's eyebrow pomade, which I'm not sure if the color will work right. It's brunette. Normally I like a little darker than brunette, like the darker brown. But I'm just curious to see how it works. So we'll use that one day. For sure. But I already have NYX on my brows, so we're just going to go with that for the moment. And I still don't know what kind of look I'm going for. Suggestions? I have some different colors of lipsticks laid out. I plan on using Anastasia for glow. And I'm going to do a lipstick eye because I feel like it's quick and late and I'm tired. I was going to use that Urban Decay palette, but we'll wait until we have, like, it's during the day. And I'm feeling a little bit more inspired. You can create beautiful looks with lipstick. It's just quicker. Almost done here. So fixer upper, trying to figure out how big I want them. And I think I've told you guys this before, but if you ever mess up, you just take your spoolie, preferably a clean, oh, I thought that went in my milk, or my coffee. Just drop my brush in the sink. If your spoolie's clean, you can use it as an eraser. Dropped it again in the sink. Okay, sit it down. You can use it as an eraser, but if it has, see how it like rubs off the product because you brush your brows? If it's nice and clean, look at all that product, see? You can use it as a perfect eraser. So like, you know, if you wanted to bring your eyebrow down a little bit, it just takes it right off. Do you know what I mean? Right off. So, eraser and brusher. So now I'm probably going to have to put that back on. But I just wanted to show you how to use it as an eraser. You can do it under, over. Just push down and it pulls the pomade right off without messing anything up. You love doing what? What makes you feel better about yourself? Sometimes I just do eyebrows, contour, and blush, no lip. It's a lot, and like a light eye and lashes always. And it looks really cute, like as an everyday mommy look. Ton of glow. Lashes, eyebrows, and big lashes. I love big lashes. Moving a little bit slow. So these guys okay with the lipstick eye? Oh, putting makeup on, yeah. I mean, just a little bit goes a long way. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just to make you feel better about yourself, that's all that really matters. And then sometimes I like to go without makeup. Sometimes I feel like I look prettier without makeup. Some days. Some days my face like glows without makeup and looks beautiful, and other days I look like I got hit by a truck. You know what I mean? It just depends on, like, I think how much sleep I've gotten, or, you know what I mean, how rested I am, the condition of my skin. But I'm really bad at looking in the mirror unless I'm doing my makeup. So sometimes I'll go all day without looking in the mirror the days I don't do my makeup. And Harley will come home and say, like, you look so pretty today. And I'll go look in the mirror and I'm like, wow, I really do. Why is my face glowing? I have no makeup on. But I guess because I do beauty so much that I avoid it as much as I can when I'm not working. And I don't even want to look in the mirror. Not that I don't want to, I just don't feel like I need to. I just gotta fix this spot right here. Yeah, he always tells me, like, because obviously I'm teaching you guys how to do makeup and inspiring beauty. But he's like, people need to know how pretty you are without makeup. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, Harley. I know, I love you, but I feel like that coming from him is like it coming from my mom. You know what I mean? Like, not that I'm not pretty without makeup, I'm just saying. He's gonna think I'm beautiful no matter what. Doesn't mean that I'm not. It's not what I'm saying. Just saying he may be a little bit biased. But he wants me to post more no makeup pics. So maybe I'll start just posting more before and after pics. So I can, like, include both. They don't look perfectly even to me, but you probably can't tell. So I'm going to stop messing with them. They're even. They're even. I'm just so OCD. This one little corner is driving me nuts. So I'm just going to stop. You know what? I just need to bring it down here. There we go. They're looking a little big today. A lot better. It just wasn't even. And I never feel nervous on lives, and I don't feel nervous right now. I guess it's just because I'm tired. I feel like I'm moving too slow. But eyebrows are eyebrows, and sometimes they give you a hard time. So that's what was just happening. They were giving me a hard time, and I need them to be perfect. Tiny bit I need to get rid of under here, and we're good to go. Teeny tiny bit right here. A little spot, you can tell, goes down a little further. I'm just going to take my finger and apply a tiny bit of concealer there to see if I need to add any more pomade. Or to see if we're good to go. And then we can get moving. Maybe I should have done my brows before, but it seems like people struggle with brows, so I always feel like I should do it on, on camera so that you see how I'm doing it. And a lot of times I don't struggle, but a lot of times I don't start with product already in my brows. Ugh. And I don't know why when I did my cleanup earlier, why I didn't take my brows off. Just start with a clean slate. That's good enough. See how I am? I'm like, that's good enough. And then I get back in. That is good enough though. Yeah, your eyebrows have to be perfect. And there's one little spot that's still driving me nuts, because you can see there's a perfect arch here. And then right here, it's just not as, and this spoolie isn't taking it off perfectly. Don't know why. Normally it does a great job. I'm just going to use my finger. Try it that way. It's just not perfect. And you know why? I think it's because I'm letting my eyebrows grow in. So there must be like actual eyebrows there. So it's coming down a little bit further on one side than the other because they're growing in. So I'm just going to have to, take care of my brows so I don't have this problem again. There's one little spot I need to get rid of there so they're not uneven. That one little spot I need to get rid of. That's another thing. Never tweeze above your brow. Tweeze below. If you want to create an arch, tweeze below, not above. I never tweeze above my brows, ever. You can cut with scissors or with a razor, but not tweeze. And you can always brush them into place, you don't need to tweeze them. And like if you want a smaller brow, just brush them straight up and take a pair of scissors and bring them down. Hi. Alright, so we're dealing with a difficult brow and I'm feeling a little bit tired. Let me drink this really, really quick. We'll start blush next. The contour, like I said, everything stayed beautifully and it's laying, I wish you could see close up, in the mirror that I'm looking in. The application is flawless. There is not one. And this was hours ago that we did this. So the primer, like I said, I was a mad scientist when it comes to makeup. Those three together work, for my skin anyway, perfectly because there is not one patch or one flaw. My makeup has not moved or creased anywhere. And I didn't use any kind of setting spray because I wasn't done my makeup. I'm just amazed at how pretty it looks. I thought for sure we would have to do fix-ups. That's for my brow. But no fix-up needed. So we're good to go. I'm going to add some of my favorite blush, Milani Luminoso. Now, the contour isn't as intense as I normally go for, but it'll do. I think I was in such a hurry earlier. I modeled it down a little bit too much because I was in a big hurry, and we were talking about something important, I think. And I got really into talking like I always do. And I was doing my makeup while talking and not instructing. Can't remember what we were talking about, but I started my little rant. And I mean, I could always add a little bit more if I want to, but I don't think I need to. So I always take my blush and like dust, lightly dust under my chin. Give you that healthy, beautiful glow. This is actually, I have, it has a wooden handle. I have these, and then I have the same ones with a wooden handle and a green, like a real bright, pretty green. And they're real soft. And I had no idea where I got them, but the other day when we were at CVS, my toddler threw a pack of them in the cart. And I was like, oh, this is where I got them. So I got them at CVS. These are Beauty 360, I think. And they come in all different kinds of like colors, but they're so soft. I have all these amazing brushes, and I always use this for blush. And 90% of the time, oh, watch it not be in my basket. This one. And I have these same brushes with green. They're real pretty for highlight. They're real soft, like really soft. They apply makeup really good. So like you can get in there and get like a thicker application, or kind of like really dust it, and because I like to dust and go over my head right around just to warm up the contour properly and like get that real soft blend in to make me look nice and healthy. And I said this before in a live, but I know there's always new people. If I didn't have pink hair, I would still do this. It's not just because I have pink hair. This is how I like try to make the flawless blend of the contour slash highlight slash, you know, and warming up your face without it looking brown and white. So I add the pink in, and then I always go through with my beauty blender and, you know, smooth it out, tame it down, however you want to do it. So I do my blush just like I did my contour, all the way around, all the way under, just real light. This thing I hate about chokers is they always turn. Under my neck, a little bit on my chest, just a little bit, just to make everything kind of come together. And then it kind of makes your like contour pop a little better, and it makes your highlight pop a little better, and it makes me look like I'm not dead, like I'm pink and healthy. Obviously, you know, if you don't have pink hair, maybe you wouldn't use as bright of a pink color, but I did this when I had brown hair. So this is my favorite blush ever. It's Milani Baked Powder Blush in shade 05 Luminoso. Love it. It's like pinky, but not too pink. For my skin tone, it's like I can't find one that works better. Thanks. So now my neck's looking a little, in the camera it looks pink. In the mirror it does not look pink. at all, which is weird. See, if I stand back here, you can tell it doesn't look pink. If I come up close, it looks a little pink. But I did contour my neck. Okay, I'm going to go in with blush on my nose. I always put blush on my nose. And we got to figure out what kind of eye we're going to do. Make yourself Rudolph. And if it's too bright, that's okay. Just take your beauty blender in, depending on how dark you want it. Plus, you're going to highlight it. So I always add extra because, gotta remember, you're going to go in there with your highlighter and it's going to tame your blush down. I always have to do blush, highlighter, blush, highlighter, blush. Back and forth, back and forth. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with, which one should we use? I've had these forever, but I don't hardly ever use them. Which one should we use? Or should we use a little bit of both? This is the Glow Kit and this is the Aurora Kit. Open them for you. Now we know these pans fell out after earlier, so be really careful. And then that this one might work well. This one's probably really pretty. Let's see what we can do with it. Well, you know what? I'm going to pick the lightest one in here and then make it pop with one of these. See how that works. And I'm going to open this. This is just MUA Professional. I found it in a rush because I needed a smaller fan brush. I had a smaller fan brush and I can't find it. Just to add in, like, you know, when you want to do that, like this one's huge, which I love because you can do it fast. But like if you want to do just a little bit, you know, it's better for that. We'll see how it works. Feels really soft. A little more bristly than this one, but I think it's just because this one's so thick. Now, the bristles are just more bristly. These feel like real hair. Alright. Let's see. We should probably go for the lightest one because I'm white as a ghost. The golden. I'm going to go with the big one first. I'm going to just kind of brush my brush off to make sure there isn't any, you know, powder in there, but I don't think there is. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do a dust just to see how much we really need and how amazing this really is or is not. I've had this forever and I never use it. Don't know why. Because it's supposed to be the most amazing thing in the world. But I was obsessed with my loose powder highlighter. I didn't want to have anything to do with anything else, but that's looking pretty darn good. And that's a very light dust. I'm not pushing, but very lightly dusting. And bring it up around my eye. A little bit more intense because I'm crazy. Literally with my highlight. Like I want to glow like the stars in the sky. Alright. It's definitely pretty. Really pretty. But I still like loose powder highlighters better than pressed powder. I prefer loose powder highlighters because you can not only do this and make it just as intense, but then you can take that loose powder and do a light dust all over your face. It's incredible. But they stopped making them, so I guess that's my job to come out with one. Let's try this side. I just keep lightly dusting just to see how, I mean, I don't want the pans to fall out. Earlier I had pans fall out, break. Hair's in my way. Gotta be at the right angle for you to see the glow. This one's definitely a lot more intense. I'm like so curious to see what those other ones look like though. Keep going. I'm just going to go in a little bit harder so I don't have to do it as many times. Because I wanted to see how much of a glow I was going to get with, you know, barely touching. So, I went in and in and in and in and in and in over again. But if you get a real good brush, or a real good, if you dip it in real good, it seems to pop right away. And then, just because I'm crazy, I'm going to go over my whole eyelid before I even think about what I'm going to do to my eyes. Lightly dust my eyelid. Not under my eye, just my eyelid. Harley?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm making dinner.
Daddy's making spaghetti.
Just wanted to come up and say I love you.
While Mommy does makeup. Isn't he sweet? He can't see me though. You didn't. Love you too. Spaghetti? I was craving spaghetti. I was like, I want spaghetti tonight. I haven't had it in so long. It's not like I'm a huge spaghetti fan, but craving it. I don't know why. You're making garlic toast, right? I don't think you heard me.
I forgot to put it in the oven, so I was just thinking about just making toast and putting garlic and butter on it. I'll put some in the oven. It'll keep.
Okay. You know, I used to always make dinner, and now every so often, you know, he's making dinner and doing homework. Huge changes in our world here. Trying to decide. I guess I could use this new little brush and see if I can get a tiny little bit here. Let's do it this way. I'm just gonna go above my eyebrows. See if I can do it like that. I don't want to get it in my eyebrows. You know what, I'm going to do it this way. And normally I don't highlight my whole nose. Just trying to see. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of the other highlighter just for the heck of it to see what it looks like. Let's go above the golden, I guess. What's the name of that color? Summer. There's Summer Bronze, Moonshine, and Tourmaline. And then here, I think I'm gonna try to figure out what would match. We could do something crazy like a blue or a purple. Maybe we could do, maybe we could put some more eye or highlight on the eyes. See what that looks like. What do you think? Or, I'm gonna go up right above it with the smaller brush and see if I can get like a silver here. See if we can notice the difference. So we can compare cheeks. There is fallout for sure. And because it's like gold, trying to make sure it falls in the palette. So if you want to tap, I hate it when I watch, you know, like people with a million followers tap like a whole gallon of makeup on the floor when I'm like, tap, tap, tap. You know what I mean? I'm like, no! No, you didn't. Like, just throw all that makeup on the floor. You know what I mean? Okay, so here's the side. Tell a difference. Purple, where should I put the purple? On my eyes. You can definitely see the silver. I go up along the corner. Right here. Fallout. I didn't notice all the fallout with the other one. There's a ton of fallout happening. And that's something I forgot to mention with the Carroty palette the other day. The eye palette. I didn't have any fallout. Which is crazy. I mean, you can see it literally when I think you should be able to see it. It's like dusting everywhere. Alright, we could add a little bit of color in there, I guess. I have blue eyes. Let's dust my eyes with it. With blue and purple, maybe? Let's do a highlight eye, just for fun, because I've never played with this palette. So let me find a brush. Which daddy destroyed my whole life. And oh, he didn't lose all my Sigma brushes, but he misplaced them. So I'm going to use a Too Faced, or is this Urban Decay? I'm going to use an Urban Decay brush because it's right here. I guess I'm going to start with the light one, just like with eyeshadow. We did this with Wet n Wild the one day and it turned out really pretty using highlight for eyeshadow, just for fun. See how it looks. Obviously, it's not going to be as pigmented because it is a highlighter, but sometimes it's just cool to have your whole face glow. And I like to use things for different things to come up with ways to do the cool things. You know what I mean? That's how you come up, you know, think outside of the box. You go under a little bit on the side over here and in the corner with the really bright. Can you see that in the corner? It's really pretty. I'm going to go on the outer corner and the inner corner. And then I just kind of did a crease. I'll go ahead and cover my lid as like a transition shade. The same thing over here. I have all these lipsticks here. I was planning on doing a lipstick eye. We'll see how this turns out. It's really pretty in the corners of your eyes though. I mean, it really pops. I am going to mount it down a little bit so it looks more blended. here in a little bit. And you can definitely see when I put it on, it's definitely popping. I did the outer corner over here. Just kind of like wing it. Wing it. But not all the way under your eye. Just on the outer and the inner. And I like to do like circular kind of motions when I put my eyeshadow on. I kind of blend it properly. You gotta kind of do these little circles. At least that's how I do it. That way there's no harsh lines. Which, you know, you would notice a lot more if this was highly pigmented eyeshadow. It's not. So that's probably not even necessary, but that's just how I'm used to putting it on. So now, let's go in with a little bit of gold. Well, let's do that last. What should I do with this? It's on my brush. I don't want to waste it. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if I should go with blue or purple first. I'm going to go with blue because I have blue eyes. Let's see how it looks. I just really went in a lot. Alright, so we'll see how. And it's very light because it's a highlighter. The other day we did this with Wet n Wild's Unicorn palette. And I wet my brushes to make it show up better on my eye. Maybe. I wish I could find my Wet n Wild because I don't like Wet n Wild's setting spray for setting spray. So it's perfect for using it on, you know, for your brushes. I just gotta find it real quick. Give me just a second. There's no way I'm gonna be able to find it, so I'm just gonna actually wet it a little bit with this thing, just to get it a little bit wet. Try to see if it shows up a little bit more. Normally I use setting spray, not water. But I'm not wasting my other setting sprays. You can see it. It's light, but really pretty. And there's a ton of fallout. I'm going to try to do it over the palette. So if it falls back in the palette. I actually have two of these palettes. One of them is crushed entirely. But you can still use it. It's just a freaking disaster mess. Unicorns 0612. _ unicorns 0612. Shout out. How are you doing, Unicorn 0612? I love unicorns. I almost wore a unicorn shirt for this tutorial. It says I flew here on my unicorn. I almost wore it. But then honestly, I didn't have time to change my clothes, so here we are. You can definitely see the blue. I'm seeing this show up a lot more. Sorry, my nose is still a little bit runny for my sinus infection. But I can see this blue a lot better than I can see the Wet n Wild highlighter. It's really pretty. I really like it. I like it as an eyeshadow. I like the idea of using it as like a rainbow highlighter too, for like a really fun look. I'm gonna add purple in the crease. Just to dark, if we can darken it up a little bit, we'll see. You can't find the unicorn highlighter. Is that what you're saying? I know you found the unicorn, the Maybelline one. I couldn't believe I found it at CVS. If you really want it, look for it online. That's what I would do. I'm going to wet the brush again because it really helps. But I suggest using, when you're wetting your brushes, to use Wet n Wild setting spray. I just don't want to make you guys wait for me to look for mine. What streaks? Or stinks or streaks? My glasses aren't on. Oh my gosh. So I do suggest buying Wet n Wild setting spray for, you know, your eyeshadow looks, for your brushes, but not for setting spray. Is it done?
No, I put the toast in. I just need a...
You can't take a break in here.
I'm not.
Oh, the unicorn highlighter? I'm having a hard time with the purple. And it's so dark. Look how dark it looks. It's not showing up. I'll tell you what, I'll go to CVS, and if they have any more left, I'll buy every single one of them and send them to you guys. Because I thought about it after I left, and I was like, I should have bought every single one they had. I left with 2. So I'll go back, and if they have any left, I'll buy them all. And then just tell me where to send it. I have no idea how much they cost either. This purple is just not, it's not giving me the crease. I mean, you can see it a little bit, but it's just really not, like, you can tell the blue is blue. Can you not? You can tell the blue is blue. You can see a tiny fainted. Let me try to dig deep, deep, deep. Come on. See it a tiny bit. Tiny bit. See a light fade of purple. But this is highlighter, so it is what it is. Then I thought we could go gold on the bottom and silver on the top. Oh wait, we got green. 2. Is there green? Yeah. I'm going to try to put them all in. You can see the purple. It's just real faint. But look how pretty they are. They're so pretty. Very pretty eyes. If you're going for a light, glowy, unicorny, rainbow look. Really pretty. So this could always work versus the unicorn thing, because honestly, this product is this product is better than the little Wet n Wild kit, but the little Wet n Wild unicorn thing might be $5 to $10. This is, I think, 40. I think it might be 50. I can't remember. I think it's 40. Yeah. Well, I can't make my unicorn look. I don't have a unicorn shirt on. I'll have to go change my shirt. Now we gotta find where to put the green. I was gonna put the gold in the middle, and we've got peach too. So let's do a little bit of peach on the outer corners. And up. So we're gonna do peach. Peach. It's fall, like my coffee is now full of powder. And then you can definitely see the peach. It's showing up good. I think I'm going to put a little bit of that under, just right here, to kind of circle but not showing up very well there. Probably because I already have so much highlighter on. Alright, so now I'm going to do the bright. I should have done this last, but before I get too much on here, I'm going to do the bright. Maybe I'll use the, no. I'm going to use the really bright silver right here. Just like I did in the corner. And I got to find a place. I'm going to use them all. I hope you can see. I wish I could put the light right in front of my face, but then you can't see my freaking face. Pretty. Now, green. Let's go. Green and gold. I'm going to do gold on the lid and green under. This is just the other side of the Urban Decay brush. If I don't like it, I'll mix in some other colors, but I think it's going to be fine. You see the green. Come on, light. Don't fall, but help me out here. Hold on a second, guys. There it goes. If I get it closer, you can see. Honestly, on my face, it almost looks yellowish more than a green. It has a green shine though. I used the little brush, but I'm going to go with the bigger because it's just taking too long. And I don't care if it gets all over the place. 27 seconds. They're gonna cut me off, and I'm gonna pop right back on. If you don't wanna, if you're bored to death, I'm not going to be offended.